Hello everybody, it's Bruno here. I'm here in my room in South Korea. It has been roughly a month since I arrived here, so I already have some stuff to share with you. Some of my culture shock. I think so. To begin with, the first thing that I think of, it might have been the first thing that I noticed, is the amount of plastic that is still being used here. So and also so related to the environment, so animal rights. Here it's very common to see pet shops with a lot of animals, very small dogs or like very random animals, all inside of very small cages. And also the markets is common to see a lot of animals still alive, and like octopus trying to leave the box, the small cage where they are. And I believe it's more of a shock because in Korea it's not, in Europe it's not that common anymore, at least. And once I went to an amusement park with some friends of mine, and there was a zoo inside, so we decided to go to the zoo. And it made me, I felt a bit upset. I didn't really like to see what I saw. There was, all the animals were in very small cages. I remember to see a very big crocodile inside of a very tiny space. It couldn't move. It was just, it's literally in just like a spot. He couldn't move. He couldn't move from there. So I think that was really upsetting, and people don't seem to care much about it here. And so I think that's the first thing, environment, and the how they see animals here. It's completely different from Europe. So that's the first one. The second culture shock, it's about the Koreans, so the people here. They're very, very, very shy. The notion of losing face is really important here, so they don't really want to go through any embarrassment. And so the first thing that one of the first things that the encounters that I had with Koreans. So I remember in my first day I was here, I didn't know anyone, and so I was going to the kitchen. There was someone passing by me, so well, politely I just said hi and I continued to the kitchen. I was not expecting to have like a full conversation, just be there speaking, so I kind of politely just said hi. But the person just looked down and ignored me. And well, I just thought, okay, this was the wrong person to say hi. But then I noticed that all the Koreans do that. And then in classes, when we speak, they don't really speak that much. You can see that they are very introverted. They don't feel comfortable. I think there's the problem is that the English here is not very good. It's not very widely spoken. So if they see themselves out of their comfort zone and forced to speak English, it's going to be a problem. So they will not be very open for that. However, what I found very well funny and really good is that they're really helpful. So if you need help with anything, it's really difficult to get the attention of a Korean. You really need to kind of invade their personal space. They will stop everything they're doing and they will make sure that you're going to be fine. So I remember the first time, in the metro station, and I needed to change to another line. The metro station was giant. There were like 4 lines, so it was really complicated. I was trying to find myself, like, where am I? Where do I need to go? So I was alone, so I just decided to ask for help, and it was really hard to get the attention of someone. But then, as soon as I managed to ask for help, this person, actually there was a group of people. They stopped what they were doing. They were going in one direction, and they took me on the other direction, and they left me in the exactly in front of the train. So they literally stopped everything they were doing just to make sure that I was fine. And this happens in everything here. So if you need help in the ATM, if you need to go somewhere, or if you cannot, if something is wrong and you need help, it's very difficult to have their attention. But as soon as you have them, they will literally help you until they make sure that you're fine. And I think that's also very different from Europe. Yeah. Sometimes in Europe people just say, sorry, I don't have time, and here they will really help you. So this was my main culture shock here, what I found different from Europe. And yes, if you want to make your exchange here, if you want to come here for internship, for instance, or just visit, or if you're just interested to know more, feel free to get in touch with me. Bye.